100 roaring engines riding steel. Hearts gleaming in the sun, we're riding steel. The rubber hits the road, I'm done doing what I'm riding steel. Leather on my back and the wind in my face. I'm one with the highway and with the human race. This iron horse will separate the bull from what is real. It's the nature of the beast, we're riding steel. It's the nature of the beast, we're riding steel. We're riding steel.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Riding Steel. For the past 3 years, the Riding Steel production crew has been invited to Farmington, Connecticut to attend a charity fundraiser called The Dream Ride, founded in 2001 by Michael Bizzuto, CEO of Bizzuto's Incorporated. It began as an optimistic vision to help people with intellectual disabilities. It is an event to raise funds and support the Special Olympics. The Dream Ride experience has become one of the most anticipated events for motorcycle and car enthusiasts, the Special Olympians, and the general public. Over $2,245,000 has been raised so far in support of Special Olympics for the participating states, with over 100% of the proceeds directly benefiting the cause. Riding Steel will return after these messages. Riding Steel is brought to you in part by Iron Tail Saloon, for delicious food, good times, and a great destination for your charity ride. It's Iron Tail Saloon in Acton, Maine. Sinister Customs, from fabrication to paint, Sinister Customs can build your ride unique to your personality. Twisted Iron Customs, hot rods, motorcycles, service and storage. The Twisted Iron team can meet your needs. And Row TV, graphics, logo design, animation, website design, and much more. It's Row TV Digital Creation Studio.
Most amazing man that I'd ever seen. Exactly the kind of man I couldn't wait to be.
Todd Sanders here at the Dream Ride in Farmington, Connecticut. With me I have a great collection of individuals. Who are you?
My name is Kathy Catt and I'm from Massachusetts.
Felicia from Mass.
Frank O'Hanlon from New Hampshire.
Robin from New Hampshire.
Kristen from Naples, Maine.
You gotta love Maine.
Steve from Mass.
Lenore from New Hampshire.
Hey, Frankie Steinman from New Hampshire with my fiance.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Mark Chase from Naples, Maine.
And I know Mark, and I know your sister, and you guys have joined us. What brings you guys? I mean, we're at the Dream Ride. It's a great, beautiful, you can't ask for better weather. It's a beautiful ride. It was a great ride down here. We've done some riding around in the beautiful state of Connecticut today. What brings you here to an event like this? Someone who wants to speak up. You tell me, why are we here?
Because support of the Special Olympics, Maine, and let's go Yankees all the way.
Cut. We will exclude that segment, but this was a good cause until then. Mark? So someone else tell me, why is, you know, I respect who you cheer for, so there's nothing wrong with that, even though there's 7 games out right now. But anyways, you want to tell us, why are you here?
I'm here to honor my son who had Down syndrome and passed away as a young child, and to honor Kristen and all the other Special Olympians. My best friend Paul, his brother, Special Olympian, and it's just a great cause. We love riding for a cause.
You know, and the one thing we talk about, and I talked about it before we started our ride down here, is that the Special Olympics, it's one of those things that when you do the ride, you do the events, you get to see the appreciation of those involved, the athletes. A lot of events we do, you don't get to see that. So it's incredible that we get to see the look on their face, the encouragement that they have.
Have a great time.
Yeah.
I think this is a wonderful event, and I'm here to honor Kristen. And Kristen has brought us all together. She actually picked up the Frank and Frank at a bar 3 years ago.
And
Who's the Frank and Frank? Frank and Frank.
Right here.
All right. But one's engaged and the other one isn't?
No, I'm married.
And we've all been together since, and we ride together outside of the Dream Ride, and it's just a great time.
You know, it's a great cause, and it's just fun. People having a good time for a great charity. I mean, we got beautiful cars out here. We got beautiful people. We got beautiful bikes. I mean, it can't get much better than this. No, I appreciate you guys. I put you on the spot. I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me. I hope you go and enjoy the music, have a great time. And, you know, it's for a great cause, and thank you very much. Todd back here in Farmington, Connecticut. We're at the Dream Ride, and with me I have two ladies who have made a longer trek than most of us to get here. You came from Florida, correct?
We did, Orlando, Florida.
Both of you from Orlando?
Yes.
And I guess number one is, how did you get here? Because it's kind of an interesting story.
Yeah, well, we flew here.
And you're going to rent a Harley.
Well, we
A Harley, renting a bike, okay, a Harley. And you're going to ride tomorrow. And who's going to be doing the driving? How's that?
It's great. I look forward to it. It beats the flatlands of Florida, so I look forward to the hills here in Connecticut.
It is beautiful up here, isn't it? And now you shared with me a little bit earlier that you have a connection. I asked why do two girls just all of a sudden hop on a plane and fly up to Connecticut and rent a Harley and decide to go on a ride? And you told me that you have a connection with Special Olympics.
Indeed, I work for Special Olympics Florida.
What are you doing in Florida with Special Olympics?
I do fundraising.
And do they do things like this down in Florida to raise money for Special Olympics?
You know, we don't have any motorcycle rides or car shows, so this is a new one for us.
Is it something that Florida may try to instill or employ?
I think Michael Bizzuto is going to make sure that happens.
Michael's pretty involved in everything, isn't he?
Indeed, he is.
So she's obviously involved in Special Olympics. What was your draw to come up here?
Well, you can see Sarah's a very beautiful friend of mine, so I had to come and support her.
I can't respond to that. I got to cut you off. What do I say? No. But okay, so
I had to come here to support her and support this wonderful cause.
now you have the motorcycle license. Do you have a motorcycle license?
No, I don't.
But you will be getting one?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're just going to ride on the back? You notice how I use the correct term, on the back of hers?
It's not about that.
That you won't ride? Or?
No, that I will.
Oh, all right. What's your husband's name?
Eric.
Eric? Eric, don't be jealous. She's here for a good cause. What are you looking forward to on the ride tomorrow?
The hills and the turns and having Sarah on the back of my bike.
Have you done Dream Ride before?
I have not. This is the
Well,
first.
you know, we look forward to having you. I think it speaks volumes that you came up from Florida. I know you have an interest, that you would come up for your friend so that she could ride with you. And I appreciate you guys taking a few minutes to talk to me. I hope you guys have a great ride tomorrow. Keep up the good work you do in Florida, and ride safe tomorrow.
No, it's great to be here. Thanks.
Hey folks, guess who I found? I found some Special Olympians from our home state of Maine. And I have here Ryan, Josiah, and
Jared.
What was his name?
Jared.
Jared. How you doing, guys? Came down from Maine. What town are you from?
Camden.
Camden. So they're from the Down East area. And here is Ann. Ann is a caregiver of these folks?
No, I work for the company MVRA, and they come to a day program.
I see. So they have been sponsored to come down by Lisa Bird, Special Olympics from Maine, and has given them accommodations to come down for this weekend's activities. Are you having fun yet?
Yes, I am.
Great. Now, you guys are Special Olympians. Tell me the sport that you specialize in.
The shot put.
The shot put?
The 100-meter walk.
Right. And how about you, Josiah?
I do for 200, the 100, and the one long jump.
So you're a runner.
Yes, I'm a short runner, not a long distance runner. Sometimes I can do that on my own when I do it.
Right. And did you get medals for this competition?
I do that when I get medals, like gold, silver, or bronze, and sometimes ribbon, different colors.
Yeah, different colors. So you have a little collection going on.
I do.
Great. It's so good to see you. What do you think of coming down to Connecticut? Do you get down here often?
No, I don't.
Do you like it?
Yes, I do.
They're treating you pretty good here, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They're treating us all good. We had a great buffet of
Yes,
dinner.
we did.
And now we have some music going on. Are you going to be
Yeah.
able to get up and do a little dancing?
Yeah.
We look forward to that. I'd like to have a dance with you if you didn't mind. If you see me in the crowd, would you pick me out?
Yes, I will.
I would like that, Ryan. And tell me about your program up in Maine, the NRVA.
MVRA.
Tell me what that stands for.
Maine Vocation and Rehabilitation Associates.
So you have these guys with you all day, every day?
4 hours. Yeah, they come in, they do their skills, we take them out into the community, they do stuff out there volunteering, and yeah.
And did you help them train for their Special Olympics?
Yes, we do. Yeah, oh, yeah.
What sort of training do they have to do?
They have to run. They have to learn the, I don't know.
Well, they have to learn to run. They have to learn to run fast.
They have and to go by the rules and stuff like that. I mean, they do basketball. They do swimming. They do a lot of stuff.
So you guys are really quite the athletes.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
We're the good. Some of us are the best people around.
I think everybody's doing great. I think we're having a great time. Thanks for being a part of their lives as you are. And thank you all for watching.
Todd back here, and early today we took a ride. We went through the beautiful countryside of Connecticut. We hit a couple of Harley-Davidson dealerships, and we eventually made it to TSI. And where is TSI?
TSI is actually in Ellington, Connecticut.
And in Ellington, Connecticut, we walked in, and I happened to see these two ladies, and I noticed you here tonight at the Dream Ride. So why are you here, and what does TSI have to do with the Dream Ride?
We are actually here. Actually, the girl I'm with me is here for Trantolo and Trantolo. But actually, I work for TSI also as their motor clothes manager. And TSI is basically involved with the Dream Ride because it is one of the best events out there for the whole entire year, and the donations go to an awesome cause. It's one of the best out there that possibly you can donate to. So we definitely get involved as much as possible.
And I apologize, I didn't introduce you guys. Who are you?
I'm Marianne.
And you are?
Crystal.
And you said what you do at TSI?
I'm their motor clothes manager.
Motor clothes manager. And you were telling me earlier it was interesting that in Connecticut it's satellite rides, because we did satellite rides coming down from Maine just to get to Connecticut, and now there are satellite rides tomorrow for the actual Dream Ride itself.
Yes, because the actual Dream Ride, actually, the first one that ever happened was actually here. So there is a group that's going to be here in the morning, take off, and come back. And then every single dealership in the whole entire state of Connecticut is a satellite dealership for basically the start of the ride, including 2 in Massachusetts and 2 in Rhode Island.
What's your involvement here? Now, obviously, she has a vested interest because she works for a dealership. Why are you here?
I work for Trantolo and Trantolo. This is my first year. I started in January, and I am just amazed at all of the fundraising events that they're a part of. And this is by far the biggest. I've been told this is my first year, but I'm very excited to be here, and I can't wait for tomorrow. And I have to say that people that own motorcycles, ride motorcycles, they are by far one of the most generous groups of people that there are.
You know, it's interesting because up in Maine, obviously I explained to you we're from the state of Maine, so we cover Maine, New Hampshire area. But that tends to be what we see. Every weekend there's 2 or 3, 4 rides going on, and it's amazing the charitable heart of bikers. So to hear you say that down in Connecticut, I guess it's a common theme through all bikers.
It is. It's amazing, and I'm just really happy to be a part of it.
So, well, I appreciate you talking to me. I know you didn't want to. We did a great job. And if you're ever in the Hartford area, you go to TSI, Harley-Davidson. Where is it?
In Ellington, Connecticut.
In Ellington, Connecticut. And hopefully you guys can join us both on the ride tomorrow?
Yes, we will. Here. Yep.
So you riding your own, or you?
Actually, I'll be coming up afterwards, but
you'll be here.
Yeah, I'll be here after. Yep.
So, great. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me. Wasn't that bad, was it?
No, not at all. It was fun.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Hey, Bobby. How are you? My name's Wendy with Riding Steel. What did you just do?
I just got done riding in a Ferrari.
Is it this particular Ferrari right here?
Yes.
Why is that so special for you?
Because today's my birthday.
Oh, really? Happy birthday. Does anybody sing happy birthday to you yet?
No, not yet.
How old are you?
55.
Happy birthday to you, Bobby. So you got a nice ride in this Ferrari.
Oh, tomorrow's going to be better than I'm coming back tomorrow, too.
You're coming back tomorrow?
Yes,
are there more surprises for you?
Yes.
I think there are.
Oh, yes.
You must be a pretty special guy to Mike Bazzuno.
I am. Mike Bazzuno and I are very good friends.
Listen to you guys all got rides in hot cars, right?
Yeah.
Right around here. What's your name?
Brandon.
Brandon, look at the camera. Tell us what you just rode in.
A Ferrari.
All right, don't forget tomorrow you still get your rides, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How did he drive, okay?
He drove good. I drove it. Pressed the button and go zoom. And my little whammo back. Good.
Was he good?
He did good.
And what about your driver? How was he? He was good. Yeah? Because we're all really happy for you, okay?
Thank you, Mike Bazzuno.
No, thank all of these people.
Thank
They're the ones here.
you.
Give them
Thank
plenty
you.
of hugs.
Thank you.
Okay?
That was fast. And back up.
Like that? All right, I need everybody's help here. We need to sing happy birthday to Bobby. All right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'll have a piece, and I think you're going to share it with all these people. So, big round of applause for Bobby.
I need a knife to cut it.
We'll take care of that for you, Bobby.
The CEO of the Connecticut Special Olympics, Mr. Bo Doherty.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really so happy. Michael does such a great job, and his staff, Carissa and Sean, the whole crew, have helped us out for so many years. And as a result of all you being here in this weekend, every one of us who puts forth a huge effort to do sports programs for our athletes in all 12 different states in Canada, we're all going to be able to do that in a much better way, thank God, for all of you and for Michael. So thank you very much for all you've done for our organization. Thank you.
You're just tuning in. We're at the Dream Ride 2013. It's the second night of this event. Tomorrow's the big day, the big ride. And what do you got to say for the Dream Ride, sir?
Just continue doing what you're doing. It's great, awesome, and everybody just have a really great time.
It's important to note that there are over 12 states. There's 12 states participating in this Dream Ride event, and also 2 countries, which is the United States and Canada. And all the money that comes from each state, the bikers that sign up in Maine, for example, all of their money goes back to the Maine Special Olympics, and so does it New Hampshire's and New York and Massachusetts and Florida. They rode up from Florida. Yeah. Florida played a big role this year because Mike Bizzuto and friends started a leg down there, and they rode all the way up here, putting on almost 2,000 miles in their ride just to come to the Dream Ride. Yeah. So, folks, this is for the Special Olympics on the East Coast, basically. You know, the whole East Side is benefiting from this, and he wants it to grow and get bigger. So it went up from, 7 to 8 states last year to 12 this year. Why not 20 next year?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Right. Yep, just everybody, come on out. It's the most amazing weekend ever.
So what is it like, from a parent's perspective, to raise a child like Katie?
No different than raising my other son. I have a son, younger son. Just the best thing about it is you come home from a bad day of work, she's always there with a smile on her face, and everything goes away. Yeah. And it really does. Just like, I don't know, it's just awesome. I mean, that's the only way to describe it. No challenges or anything. Treat her like she has special needs, and just like anybody else,
So your daughter's a Special Olympian,
yes.
And that means you keep her pretty active, right?
Pretty much, yeah. We're between her swimming, fishing, track and field. We have basketball, bowling. Myself and my wife are involved with volunteering a lot. And
that's the thing, right? When your kids are active, Mom and Dad have to be pretty active too, don't they?
Yeah.
So you must be proud of her accomplishments, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And okay, so Special Olympics program. What do you got to say for it?
I hope everybody would just get involved. It's just, like I said, amazing that what they do, and they never ask anything of the athlete.
It makes them feel good about themselves.
It does.
They have a great time doing it.
Yep.
It gives them a lot of confidence.
Yep. The best thing I can say about Special Olympics is when somebody wins or gets a basket for the first time, hits the baseball for the first time, the smile on their face, it's worth $1 million.
They're a winner.
They're a winner.
Yeah,
that's why I do.
Yeah.
I volunteer because of that. That's my major goal. Just to watch everybody smile.
It is.
Well, it's nice talking to you,
Nice
sir.
talking to you. Thank you.
Yes,
Take care.
thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And have a great night.
Yeah,
Yes,
you too.
Music and more, instruments, gear, and lessons, sales, service, and rentals. Located on 220 Bath Road, Brunswick, Maine. For all things music, it's Music and More. All your Ride and Steel gear is now available through B&B Embroidery and Ink, located on 82 Libby Hill, Oakland, Maine. T-shirts, caps, bandanas, sweatshirts, and more. So if you're looking for quality, reliable service for your next event, contact B&B Embroidery and Ink at 207-465-2846 or visit their website at info@bbembmaine.com.
Morning sun wouldn't be so bright. Midnight moon without any light. Every day would just keep dragging on and on. Week after week, just struggling along. How long would I last? Would I be that strong? Without you, the sun wouldn't shine in my life. Without you, days would go on not feeling alive. Every time I wonder how things would change, what would I do? Life would be so strange without you. Seasons come, winter, summer don't change. Seasons go with spring and fall just the same. How long would I last? Would I be that strong? Without you, the sun wouldn't shine in my life. Without you, days would go on not feeling alive. Every time I wonder how things would change, what would I do? Life would be so strange without you. Every time I wonder how things would change, what would I do? Life would be so strange without you. Without you. Without you. Without you.
So, Matt, this is pretty exciting right now. As you know, Dream Ride brings people from all over together for an awesome cause. And our next guest is a multi-Emmy nominated actor and accomplished screenwriter, director, producer, and author, John Ratzenberger, Connecticut's own John Ratzenberger. Of course, it's such an honor to have you here. John Ratzenberger, please say a few words.
Well, hello everybody. Well, and you know, when I traveled the country doing my show Made in America and going to different charity events for, you know, different reasons, you know, I was just telling Mike backstage, this is the best run and best put together event I think I've ever been to. You people are phenomenal. just phenomenal. But I also want to say, it also reminds me, see, I'm in a love affair with America. I love this country. Doesn't make me too popular in Hollywood, but the hell with them. And this is what reminds me of all you, because on a beautiful day like this in Connecticut, you probably had other things you could be doing. But you come out to help and support people you don't even know. And to me, that's what makes this the greatest country that's ever been on the face of the earth.
Hey, we're here at the Dream Ride 2013 outside the beautiful Farmington Country Club, where there are Ferraris and classic cars all around us. Thousands of motorcyclists are here to help raise money for the Special Olympics. With me, I got Kristen and Todd and Wendy. Wendy, this is Wendy's second time here, and Todd and Kristen have got to experience it for the very first time. And why don't you share with the people at home what you've gone through here this weekend?
Well, we started off with a nice dance and dinner on Friday night, and then again last night we had a nice dance in with the band, and it was awesome.
I heard you had a real nice dance and stuff. You were having too good of a time, maybe, I think. But
Well, we were dancing with some of the Olympians and having a really good time. We made some friends. They're such great people. We had a great time.
Did you get to meet some interesting people?
Yeah, we did. We had a good time.
All right, you had a lot of fun. How about you, Todd?
I'll talk about the ride. We went on the ride, and for that many bikes to be as well organized as it was, once the ride got going, it was beautiful country down here, and it was a nice ride. And the people that were out, it reminded me in many ways of Stoney's back when people anticipated that ride, and they were out on their steps and out on the side of the road. But there were just people all through the state of Connecticut as we were doing the ride out there, giving encouragement and support and waving, and it was just it makes you feel good.
And on the end, we have Wendy. Wendy took us for a little countryside ride on Saturday. We had some downtime before this event started at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Wendy, how was your weekend?
My weekend has been fabulous, as it was last year. I want to say my input to it would be the event organizing. Once again, Carissa, Sean, and the Bizzuto family did a great job. They do truly treat the Special Olympians as king and queens of the day. They get the run of the place. There's musicians up there. There's a great band called Flame. It's all Special Olympians, I guess, and they do a really good job. I hope we got some tape of that. Just a great turnout. It's very jovial atmosphere, lots of vendors, cars, and it's a lot of fun.
And when Cliff Clavin says it's the best organized fundraiser in the country, it's got to be.
Yeah, his word is golden. We know that.
Very well done. Very well done.
Very well done. The entertainment here has been incredible. The food, awesome. And, all the money raised here is going towards Special Olympics. Every state that is participating, which is 12 of them, and 2 countries, the United States and Canada, the riders that come down and support this, the riders that come down here and support this, all their money goes back to the state that they come from, which makes this even more special, really. All in all, it's been a great weekend. We hope you'll consider joining us on the Dream Ride 2014, which is August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th next year.
Oh, great. I want to be here, that's for sure.
Do ya? All right. So thank you all for all the hard work you put into this weekend and all the interviews that you provided for the people at home. I really appreciate your support. It's awesome. And thank you, folks, for watching Ride and Steel. See you next week. Ride and Steel is brought to you in part by Iron Tail Saloon, for delicious food, good times, and a great destination for your charity ride. It's Iron Tail Saloon in Acton, Maine. Sinister Customs, from fabrication to paint, Sinister Customs can build your ride unique to your personality. Twisted Iron Customs, hot rods, motorcycles, service and storage. The Twisted Iron team can meet your needs. And Row TV, graphics, logo design, animation, website design, and much more. It's Row TV Digital Creation Studio.